Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got some surprising news about the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're planning to start quarterback Russell Wilson this Sunday. Since he's finally healthy, both quarterbacks will likely play, but Wilson is expected to take most of the snaps. This news comes from Ian Rappaport this morning, and it's quite a shocker. The Steelers are currently 4-2, and Justin Fields has done a commendable job under tough circumstances. As I think about this more, I'm really excited for the Steelers. They have a bye week coming up. But first, they face a tough opponent in the New York Jets. Just over 24 hours from when I'm recording this, the Steelers center, Zach Frazier, is banged up, and the entire offensive line has been struggling all season. Russell Wilson has taken the most sacks in the NFL over the past 5 years, and the Jets have 20 sacks this year, which ranks third in the league. They also have a high pressure rate of about 40%. With the Jets and Giants coming up in the next 2 weeks, we're about to see who should really be the starting quarterback for the Steelers. I have a lot of respect for Justin Fields. He seems like a great guy and a solid teammate, but at the end of the day, the Steelers brought in Russell Wilson to start, and I want to see him in action. I'm aiming for a playoff run, not just a mediocre season. Despite being 4-2, the Steelers have only scored over 24 points twice, and one of those was a loss. So, thanks for tuning in. Big shout out to our sponsor, Bettis. More on that in a moment. If you enjoy this content, please hit that like button and subscribe for daily NFL updates, especially about the Steelers. I'd love to hit 100 likes on this video. I'm a fan of both Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Fields is 25, while Wilson is nearing 36. I believe Wilson can bring more stability to the passing game. However, the timing of Wilson's injury was unfortunate, and Mike Tomlin needs to be careful not to lose the locker room. In just 2 weeks, we should have a clearer idea of who should lead the Steelers for the rest of the season. We also need to discuss the wide receiver situation, which isn't looking great. George Pickens has just 26 catches this season and hasn't lived up to expectations. Other receivers like Calvin Austin, Van Jefferson, and others have the same number of catches combined. The Steelers are relying heavily on the run game, but they need to boost their passing game. I think they should consider bringing in a new wide receiver. Adam Thielen is a solid option and wouldn't break the bank. DeAndre Hopkins could also be a great fit. He's an excellent route runner and would pair well with Pickens. With some receivers still recovering from injuries, the Steelers need to decide whether to make a trade or give younger players like Calvin Austin more chances. I'm looking forward to seeing Russell Wilson start tomorrow. We'll find out if he's the right choice, or if it should still be Justin Fields. Let me know your thoughts on Wilson's start and share your score predictions in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and hopefully, we'll be celebrating a victory soon. See you next time. Now, the Jets aren't an easy opponent, but just think about the road ahead. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens are both on the schedule. The second half of the season is looking tough, especially in such a challenging division. So, while this decision is a bit surprising, I'm intrigued because I believe Russell Wilson can bring more stability to the passing game. I think he could also help unlock the potential of Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren. I do have some concerns about the upcoming game against the Jets. If the Steelers lose, it could create some serious issues in the locker room. Let's talk about the wide receiver situation. Mike DeFabo wrote a solid article on this. George Pickens has only 26 catches this season, and it's clear he hasn't had the best year. Whether it's dropped passes, lack of blocking, or his body language, he hasn't performed up to expectations. Interestingly, other receivers like Calvin Austin, Van Jefferson, Cordarrelle Patterson, Scotty Miller, Brandon Johnson, and Roman Wilson also have a combined total of 26 catches. The Steelers are running the ball more than any team in the NFL, which is fine, but they need to step up their passing game. I like what I've seen from Calvin Austin, and I believe he deserves more chances. Unfortunately, Scotty Miller and Van Jefferson have really struggled this season. Pittsburgh needs to consider making a move for a wide receiver. There are plenty of options available. For example, Adam Thielen is 34 years old and won't break the bank. He recently went on injured reserve with a hamstring issue, but last year he had 100 catches and over 1,000 yards. He could be a solid veteran addition. Another option is DeAndre Hopkins, who's 32 years old and just had a great season with 75 catches, over 1,000 yards, and 7 touchdowns. He's a precise route runner and could complement George Pickens perfectly. Mike DeFabo also mentioned that Roman Wilson and Cordarrelle Patterson could provide a spark. However, Wilson only played 5 snaps in his NFL debut last week, so it's hard to gauge his potential. We usually don't see rookie receivers get a lot of playing time right away. As for Calvin Austin, He's coming off a decent game with 2 catches for 36 yards. He's got the speed and potential to make a difference. The Steelers shouldn't just stick with him. They need to be proactive about improving their receiving corps. Waiting until next year would be risky as the season progresses. With Russell Wilson starting tomorrow's game, I'm excited to see how this plays out. We'll find out if he's the right choice moving forward, or if Justin Fields should take the lead. That's it for me. Hit that like button and subscribe. Big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. I hope we'll be back tomorrow night with a victory recap. Don't forget to drop your score predictions in the comments and let me know your thoughts on Wilson's start. See you soon. Peace.